Hey, what's up, guys? Kind of a weird video that I'm posting right now. I'm not the type of person that does like reviews with certain things, but I'm gonna post this review because it seems like a lot of a lot of people are tired of this particular game. If you know exactly what kind of game, if you know exactly the game that I'm talking about, you already know the kind of stuff that people have been seeing in the game. So today I'm going to talk about my review on Dragon Age Veilguard. So I have played Dragon Age since Origins, all the way up to Inquisition, and now right here we're Veilguard. So my thing with this whole game that I'm not enjoying is they are pushing too much wokeness through the game. So you have a Qunari named Tosh in the game who identifies as non-binary and uses they them pronouns when she is a female Qunari. Then they make the females in this game look more masculine and the males look more feminine. Take that as you will, because it's basically trying to say that females are more powerful than men. There's another thing that I'm annoyed about. So the gender identity nonsense that is getting pushed in this game, unacceptable. The amount of female characters that I see that are more masculine than the males are, unacceptable. Everyone has a right to their own opinion. Everyone has rights. Everyone in the whole of the United States have equal rights. It doesn't matter what your gender is, what you identify as, what you're, like, if you're a male or a female, if you're a feminist, whatever. Every single person has the exact same rights. Everyone in the United States has equal rights. Aside from that, this game I absolutely hate. So, and I'm going to be trying to see if I can possibly get a refund because I spent almost $100 on a game that is crazy, ridiculous. But this game, I definitely can see as a gamer myself and as someone that has played Dragon Age from the beginning up to now, it is kind of like crazy because they're trying to make this game more for the modern type of gamers, which are the people that are whatever they want to say they are, whatever, blah blah blah, etc etc, 1 2 3 ABC, whatever you want to call it. So in my opinion, this game is a insult to any Dragon Age game that BioWare has put out. And in all honesty, what are you doing, BioWare? You're making it to where people are starting to ask for refunds, and the like to dislike ratio for this game is crazy. I just saw it. There is only 6,000 people that have liked this, and there is over 32,000 people that dislike this game. There are people that are part of the LGBT that are literally saying, this is not okay, why are you making this game about this, blah blah blah. And this is when people are getting scared about the Mass Effect that BioWare is planning on releasing. And the person for Mass Effect said that nothing that Dragon Age Veilguard is not going to have the similarities in Mass Effect 5, 6, whatever you want to call it. It's up to you. But in my opinion, the puzzles in Dragon Age Veilguard are for 5-year-olds. You literally get told to look behind waterfalls for treasure and all that. Like, someone really isn't going to look behind a waterfall to see if there's treasure. And the amount of, like, I played through this whole game. Do I enjoy the graphics? Yes, I enjoy the graphics. Do I enjoy the gameplay? Yes, I enjoy the gameplay. The only thing that I do not enjoy is that you're pushing this wokeness through this whole game. And on top of that, this game, not once in this game, my whole playthrough that I did this was Veilguard mentioned. And we're back. Not once in this game has Veilguard been mentioned, any source of thing. When you think Veilguard, you think that you're the guardian of the Veil in the Dragon Age universe. You are there to try to stop these corrupt gods, Algernon and Gillilan, which are two of the Evanuis, which are the elven gods, from the Dragon Age universe. You guys should have just left it as Dreadwolf, because I think people would have been less mad if you would have left it as Dreadwolf and not made it to where it said Dragon Age Veilguard, because not once in my whole playthrough, and this is for you, BioWare, just so, because everyone is talking about this game, which is crazy. Just my whole playthrough the game, not once was something mentioned about anything that has to do with your title, Veilguard. At least Dragon Age Inquisition, you became the Inquisitor of that series, right? That whatever it is, that age for you. At least you had that way of becoming the Inquisitor. Hence the reason Dragon Age Inquisition. Every time I have played this, and the shocking thing is, I go right back to Inquisition. I've had this game, probably 2, 3, 4 weeks now, and I get so annoyed with all of this woke nonsense that they're putting in this stuff that I literally get off my game and I go on an older version of Dragon Age for the PS4 and I play my game because I feel seen in there. As a person that likes RPGs and all of that, this game is not an RPG. This is just your modern take on trying to push the narrative of gender identity and all this other nonsense into young people's brains. And for hardcore Dragon Age fans, which I am one, we are not enjoying this game. I'm enjoying this game, but I'm also not enjoying the game. So, the Qunari that I mentioned at the beginning of the game, the Tash, her name is Tash. She's a non-binary, they-them Qunari that identifies as whatever. And her whole quest line is just her coming to terms with her sexuality or trying to tell her mother her sexuality. If that doesn't push wokeness for something for this game, then I don't know what that would push for you people. Like, this is one of the most disturbing, most disgustingness games that the Dragon Age series, like, after this game, I don't think anyone, if they even say they're going to be coming out with a new Dragon Age, no one is going to buy the game. Because you guys at BioWare have put such a sour taste in people's mouths with this one that now people are like, why am I gonna play a new game? And people are going back to the older versions of Dragon Age. People are going back to Origins, Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age 3, whatever, Inquisition. Everyone is going back to the older versions of the games because they like those games. This is supposed to be a dark fantasy type of game. This is not a dark fantasy type of game. This is a modern take on what are video games nowadays, and this is for all you people that think this is a good game. This is a modern take on how our video games are going to be in the near future. Probably not with the president that we have right now, but this is not a good game. You're pushing wokeness into people's brains. You're making it seem like females have more power in this game than a male does. Like, do I enjoy seeing the old Inquisition team members? Yes, I do. Do I feel like they just didn't really care about the Inquisition type of thing? Where if you were so sick and tired of someone complaining about your decisions and all of that, or complaining about this, that, and the third, you could kick them off the Inquisition immediately. And then they would turn on you. This is the problem with modern day gaming. There are people that are part of the LGBT community that are literally coming out and saying this game is not okay and BioWare should not have released this like this. Nowhere in this game do you hear anything about Veilguard. You only hear Solus, Dreadwolf, Evanuris, all of that. You only hear all of that. You guys should have left the game as Dreadwolf. You should not have made this the ridiculous title that you guys have it at now. I'm just saying that coming from a fan of BioWare, coming from a fan of the Dragon Age games, this one did not help you guys. You are pushing woke nonsense through games because you want to feel inclusive and you want to feel accepted by everyone. You could have took Inquisition's system and put it into the more modern type of thing. Everything in Inquisition, you're equal. It doesn't matter if you're a male. It doesn't matter if you're a female. It doesn't matter if you identify as whatever. You can be a freaking LGBT person in Inquisition. You can sleep with all the females. You could sleep with all the males. You could do whatever you wanted with each of those characters in that game. This game, you took an L. You really took an L because this is one of the worst games in Dragon Age history that has been made. I would never recommend people playing this game because you basically are trying to make it to where people are so stupid that you're putting puzzles that a 5-year-old could handle. What I mean by that, when you're wanting to make a bridge, there's a power crystal. You just go over, you pick it up, put it on the system, boom, bridge. What the hell kind of puzzle is that? That is what a 5-year-old would be able to solve immediately. I could probably have my nephew play this game right now, and he would be able to figure that out immediately. Then when you're going through the Ravine Coast, or the Ravine Coast, there's a waterfall that's going towards where the Lords of Fortune faction is. Oh, you should look behind that waterfall. There could be treasure behind there. Okay, I was already planning on looking behind that waterfall. They've just made this game to where they make people that play this, they make them feel like they're brain dead. And, I mean, we're not going to go into that, but you basically made this game to where a 5-year-old could solve these basic things. The treasure things, yes. Go ahead, I agree with that. If you're walking by a place and you're like, that's the last place that I expected a treasure chest to be, and your team says, look here, could be treasure back there. But if I walk near a waterfall and you say, you should look behind the waterfall, there could be treasure, when I was already being like, okay, that waterfall looks suspicious, let me look behind it. That just makes it seem like you think I'm that stupid with a game that I couldn't figure out the basic necessity for that. But like I said, I now normally never do reviews on anything, but Dragon Age Veilguard, I would not recommend anyone buying this game because they're making it seem like you are the idiot when you're playing, and your character as the leader does not have as much say as your character in Inquisition or any other Dragon Age game. you cannot kick people out of your Veilguard group because you're not allowed to. And they only let the characters talk to you when they want to talk to you, not when you want to talk to them. How are you supposed to increase your bond with any of these people? But, like I said, that's my review of the game. I normally don't do game reviews, but I just need to put my voice out there because it seems like a lot of people are disappointed with this series now. Because you put so much woke nonsense in your newest edition for Dragon Age for your modern gamers that don't understand. If you have not played Dragon Age since the beginning, you do not have no rights in saying how the Dragon Age series should be or how the new Dragon Age should be. Point blank, period. I'm not going to go on too long, but I'm going to probably do like part 2 or another part of this. That way I can give more of my intel on it. But as I said, do not waste your money on this game. It is not worth it. They are making it seem like you are a brain dead individual that you do not understand a basic puzzle. A basic puzzle. Do not spend your money on this. Do not spend it whatsoever. And protest this game until BioWare finally snaps out of it and is like, okay, now we have to change things around because people are not liking this game. But anyways, that was the game review for Dragon Age Veilguard. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I make a new video, and I'll see you guys next time.